Years older, she's 4 inches taller, half-pound advantage at weigh-in time for Carmouche. They might have wanted to measure the legs, though, because Schneider's got long ones and she wants to use them in this fight.
This Strikeforce, a women's 135-pound tournament reserve bout, is scheduled for 2 3-minute rounds. 3 judges will score each round using the 10-point must system. The winner of each round gets 10 points, the loser 9 or less, based on effective striking, grappling, aggression, and cage control.
We're scheduled for 2 3-minute rounds with referee Neil Sarenbach in charge of the action.
You ready? You ready?
Only 2 3-minute rounds. It's going to be a sprint, not a marathon. Carmouche comes out storming. Schneider backs her up along the fence immediately into the clinch.
Smart move by Carmouche, probably not wanting to deal with the kicks of Schneider.
Like Pat says, she's smothering the length by staying in that over-under clinch.
Carmouche, the shorter of the 2 fighters. In fact, Schneider has turned the tables on the fighter raised in the land of the rising sun with a 3-inch height advantage as the body lock now releases it. Looking to drop down. Carmouche's corner asking her to pummel, and she again aggressively pins Schneider along the fence. A war of attrition in the early going, and again already closing in on the 1-minute mark of this 3-minute opening round. Special rules for the tournament and this reserve bout.
Carmouche being pretty persistent on staying tight.
Carmouche came in undefeated at 3-0.
Beautiful ankle pick.
All 3 wins inside the distance. In the open guard now.
She tried for that kick through judo toss, and like Pat said, got the ankle pick. Now she's on top. Oh, nice defense by Colleen Schneider to get back to her feet.
Make points, make points. There you go. There you go. Hey, very nice, very nice. Good, breathing. All right.
The clock is the enemy in this round as they continue to grapple along the fence. And how would you address the situation, Coach, in terms of strategy with, less than 2 minutes the regular rounds?
Well, Carmouche is doing a good job. It's like a football game. She's controlling the ball. The more time you have control of your opponent, you're winning the fight. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's fighting smart. She's avoiding the striking game with Schneider. She doesn't want to take the kicks and punches from a distance. Smart, so she can survive and be healthy in case she gets into the main draw.
Drops a hammer fist with her right hand. Working the body. Carmouche controlling the action from Schneider's guard.
Schneider's guard is right now is closed, so she can't really maneuver herself to anything, but she's got to open that up, and she's trying for mission control there by grabbing the ankle, but a closed guard is not going to win the fight here. She's got to open that thing up and either get a pushback with the heels on hips, like right there, because she's got the length of the legs. If she gets the heels on Carmouche's hips, she will be able to stand back up from a pushback.
10 seconds.
Based on effective aggression and the 2 takedowns, the opening round of this reserve bout goes to Liz Carmouche.
Time.
Carmouche doing a good job in that first round, getting the takedown, staying tight here. She hits the throw, doesn't quite get it, and then ankle picks Schneider. Nice job to pull that final post out from underneath Schneider. Here it is again. Get all the weight on one leg, and if you can, snatch it out from underneath them. Really good technique in wrestling, works even better against the cage a lot of times.
You're doing great, all right?
Fight Professor, would you concur? The opening round goes to Liz Carmouche.
Yes, I would, Morrell. She won that round, and she did it with ground control. She did it with smothering the striking offense of Colleen Schneider.
Again, she comes out very aggressively, looks for the body lock, looking to drop a level there. The right arm is secured by Schneider, who's been purely on the defense here. Now finally separates, looks for that distance that she's going to need to utilize some of those kicks. There it is.
Beautiful.
Schneider's waiting for
a woman punch by Carmouche.
Yeah, Schneider's waiting a little too long in those distance moments. She should just unload with something to the head or something to the body, a back kick or something.
Carmouche staying very busy in the guard with those short knee strikes from the clinch, separating Schneider again. Not following up, however. Shoots out the right hand, now goes for the single leg shoot.
Interesting choice.
But stuffed beautifully by Carmouche. Again, former Marine.
Carmouche is obviously very strong. I mean, look at how ripped her back muscles are. She ripped it right up off her legs, basically.
Elevate that underhook. Wrist control. Keep that knee in the middle. Yeah, keep that.
She's given up the body lock position to Schneider, but now she got the underhook in, so they got over-under. And Colleen is keeping Carmouche back to the fence, but can she do something with it?
Back down, blitz.
Don't grab the cage. Don't grab the cage.
As soon as that grip breaks, Schneider's got to get moving. Another thing that Schneider's been doing is every time Carmouche tries to tie up with her and bum rush her, she moves straight back. Your opponent can always move faster forward than you can backwards, so you need to move laterally.
Referee calls for the break, giving Schneider again the distance, but it's Carmouche comes forward with the body kick. And there's the roundhouse by the taller Schneider, spinning back kick.
Schneider needs to set those up a little bit more with her hands. Here's Schneider going backwards, straight back again. Got run straight into the cage.
Less than a minute remaining in this reserve bout. The winner will wait to see what materializes in the first ever Strikeforce Women's 135-pound single elimination tournament.
Carmouche has been more effective in this round, too, to control where the fight is fought. It was an interesting choice that Schneider shot for a takedown. I was a little surprised by that because I would have thought she would have just wanted to unload with strikes standing up.
Yeah, at this point, she pretty much has to.
Double underhooks by Carmouche. Oh, but Schneider, where there's a will, there's a way, secures her first takedown. Final 10 seconds. Butterfly guard by Carmouche. Too little, too late, perhaps, for Colleen Schneider.
Time.
Schneider doing a little better in this round, letting her kicks go, creating a little bit of distance. Almost got the kick through on that. Luckily, Carmouche had her hands up and blocked it. Here it is again, caught the wrist. Sometimes those injure your hand, but I don't think it did. Here's Schneider in on the single, dumping Carmouche to her back. A little too late, though. Wasn't able to mount any offense. Probably losing the decision in this one.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Pat. I think that Liz Carmouche had a great game plan, and she didn't expend that much energy because she only got a couple takedowns. She only went for it just enough to win. It was a game plan that you think is one out of two scenarios to win in a tournament.
Smart tournament technique by Carmouche, definitely. Kept her tied up, avoided the reach, and did what she had to do to win.
So we feel that that woman there, Liz Carmouche, has got this in the bag. Let's see what the judges think.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecard. For the winner by unanimous decision, she is Liz Carmouche.